We have three large grand priorities as the Senate Democrats. One is climate, one is economic inequality and racial inequality, and the third is democracy.
Building roads and bridges and water supply systems and the rest has always been bipartisan. So I put out called upon my chairs of the committees of jurisdiction to reach out to the Republicans to see what we can do as we have traditionally done.
Now folks, we have some great news about your third stimulus payment. According to CBS News, more than 90 million federal stimulus checks were direct deposited on Wednesday, March 17th. But this still leaves nearly 70 million Americans who qualified for a stimulus check still waiting for the $1,400 per person. Now, out of the 90 million people who received a stimulus payment, did any of you guys receive a third stimulus check? Tell me down in the comments, everybody. For the third time in the past year, the IRS is sending millions of Americans a stimulus check. The IRS has already resolved many of the problems that plagued the first two rounds of stimulus payments, but experts say there will still be some issues. Now guys, I'm going to go over the reasons why you might not have a stimulus check yet. Number one, you didn't file your taxes in 2019 or 2020. Now without a recent tax return, the IRS will have no record on whether you are eligible for the stimulus payment. For the first stimulus checks that went out last year, the IRS set up a way online filers can enter the information and bank account numbers online. But so far, the IRS has not provided any online portal at this time.
In a bipartisan way. This is about broadband, it's about water systems, it's about mass transit, it's about good paying jobs.
I'd really like to see bipartisanship on infrastructure because I chaired the committee in the last Congress that passed the highway bill. We also did the water bill, all of the issues of water as well as highway infrastructure. It was bipartisan. Bernie Sanders voted for it, and so did I. We got it to the House. And
you can check the status of your payment by using the Get My Payment tool on the IRS website. And second, you might not qualify for a $1,400 stimulus check. While the income threshold for a full stimulus payment is $75,000 per person, payment already has been phased out. This means anyone making $80,000 or more will now receive a third stimulus check. Now, if you're not getting a direct deposit stimulus payment, this means that you might get a paper check or a debit card. While 150,000 paper checks were sent out this week, the IRS is prioritizing direct deposit payments. It will likely take several weeks for all the paper checks and debit card payments to be sent. In addition, guys, if you receive Social Security or Veterans benefits, the IRS says you should receive the third stimulus check the same way you get your regular benefits. The IRS says you don't have to do anything to get your payment, but the IRS still has not said when those payments will go out. The IRS also has the Where's My Refund tool and the IRS To Go app for checking your tax refund status. As the IRS sends millions of relief payments, many people are facing tax refund delays. The IRS announced Wednesday that it has extended tax season another month, with federal income taxes and payments due May 17. Now, if there's a message on the IRS Get My Payment tool that says payment status not available, it means that the IRS has not processed your payment or that you're not eligible for the stimulus check. The IRS has said, guys, that they will continue to send the 2021 economic impact payment to eligible individuals throughout the year. And others will need to get more information. Now, guys, if the post office wasn't able to deliver your stimulus check, then you will receive a message on your tool on the IRS website saying need more information. But that only happens if your stimulus check was returned to the IRS. And if your address has changed, the IRS says the easiest way to update it is to file your 2020 tax return with your current address, if you have not already done so. Once they receive your current address, they will issue you a stimulus check. Now, people experiencing homelessness are also at risk of not receiving the latest stimulus payment. Many unhoused people may not file tax returns because their income is too low to require it. Last year, the IRS had a non-filers tool for people who didn't file taxes to claim their payments, but it has since been deactivated. Now the only way for non-filers to get the check is to claim them as a rebate on the 2020 tax return. Unhoused people who make less than $72,000 a year can file their taxes for free through the IRS. The IRS also offers in-person assistance programs free of charge. Most services run through mid-April, though it's not clear if free services will continue into May, now that the filing deadline has been extended. Without bank information, the IRS may issue stimulus payments in the form of EIP cards. While information about EIP cards related to the most recent stimulus package is forthcoming, the IRS will need a physical address to send the payment. Now that is all the news in today's video, everybody. Hopefully you guys found this video useful and helpful. Now don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications before you leave the video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and until next time, have a great day.
What did the House do? They replaced our highway bill with the Green New Deal. So they ignored what we had done in a bipartisan way. If they would take the model that we came up with in the committee in the Senate for highway and transportation, I think that's a very good start. I talked with the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, about it, and I think that is the model in which we should move forward on transportation and infrastructure.
Out of many, one. Now on nominations. Today, the Senate will vote to confirm another member of President Biden's cabinet, Javier Becerra, to serve as Secretary of Health and Human Services. In truth, Attorney General Becerra's nomination should not have taken this long. From the moment the Attorney General Becerra was announced as President Biden's pick for HHS, Senate Republicans have tried to derail his nomination. Their arguments are almost verge on the ridiculous. They complain loudly that he has no direct experience as a medical professional, even though Republicans voted in lockstep to install Alex Azar, a pharmaceutical executive who raised drug prices and tried to undermine our nation's health law, as the previous HHS secretary. Becerra, by contrast, has decades of standing up for working and middle-class Americans in Congress, fighting to protect and expand Medicare, Medicaid, and working to safeguard our healthcare system from attacks by the Trump administration. As the Biden administration works to defeat this pandemic, the president deserves to have his cabinet confirmed, especially a post as important as HHS secretary. I look forward to completing his nomination today. A few days after Democrats gained control of the Senate, we had big tasks ahead of us right away. I said that we had three important priorities to do quickly. One, the impeachment trial of Donald Trump. Two, big and bold COVID relief. And three, President Biden's cabinet. We have already finished the first two priorities, and very soon we're going to finish the third. I want to thank my colleagues, my Democratic colleagues, for working so quickly, so hard, and in such a unified team effort to allow all this to happen. I'm very proud of what we have done in these first few months. Later today, the Senate will take its first vote on the nomination of Boston Mayor Marty Walsh to be our nation's labor secretary. Early next week, after we confirm him, the Senate will have confirmed every available cabinet secretary and many more cabinet-level appointments beside. That is excellent progress, and again, I want to thank my colleagues in the Senate.